what can I say? It's an absolute honor to be here today, and it's a pleasure to see so many people coming out for this announcement. Very appropriate that it's on Veterans Day, and I'd like to offer the governor's appreciation as well for everything that everyone here is doing to put this event together next June. On Veterans Day, we recognize the service of all veterans, regardless of where or when you served, but it's important to make it a special priority to show appreciation for those who have fought for us and frankly were dealt a great injustice when they came back home. When you see a Vietnam vet today, we've talked about this already, tell them thanks for their service. Tell them welcome home, and there's a chance you'll be the first person that's ever told them that. As an Iraq vet, and I see some veterans of the current conflict. See Rob over there, Jason Goldsmith's here, some service members in uniform. I think we can appreciate the effects of what Vietnam veterans have fought for over 40 years. Our welcome home is much better today. We're a different country now than we were when Vietnam veterans were coming back. We're a country who's learned to separate the war from the warrior. We're a country that understands it's important to hold government accountable, but to appreciate those who defend our Constitution. And our Vietnam veterans did that. So on behalf of the governor, on behalf of the Illinois Department of Veterans Affairs, I want to thank everyone who's involved in putting this together, and I sincerely look forward to supporting you in making next year's event a great success and a historic occasion. Thank you very much.
Now it gives me great pleasure to introduce Dina Olson, who is the daughter of Chuck Lafano. Dina.
Thank you so much. It is a great privilege for me to speak to you on Veterans Day and share the podium with such distinguished guests. It was such an honor to work alongside my father on his dream of making Welcome Home 2011 a successful event, celebrating not only the anniversary of the 1986 Chicago Welcome Home Vietnam Veterans Parade, but also honoring veterans of all wars. It has become an even greater honor to continue his work with an amazing group of men and women headed by Bob Coling, who effortlessly took over the role of chairman to make my dad's dream a reality since he passed away in August of this year. His passion has become my passion, and to see all of his hard work and determination becoming a reality has been such a tribute to him as a veteran and as a person. Choosing who would headline our closing day concert on Sunday, June 19th, 2011 was an easy decision. Those who attended the event in 1986 will remember that Chicago's own Dennis DeYoung played a rousing set of music of Styx and solo hits to a grateful crowd of veterans and veterans' families at Grant Park after the historic parade was finished. His hauntingly beautiful song about Vietnam, Black Wall, was an obvious highlight of the evening. We are so honored that he has agreed to be a part of Welcome Home 2011 to once again perform his greatest hits to honor the brave men and women who have served our country. For me personally, it is sincerely with the utmost love, respect, and admiration that I introduce a man who is a true friend to the veterans community, an exceptionally talented singer-songwriter, and most importantly, my father's best friend and a man that I am proud to call my uncle, Dennis DeYoung.
Wow. Just like I wrote it. You know, Chuck Lafano was my best friend and my brother-in-law. That's an odd combination, isn't it? And we knew each other since, coincidentally, his first cousins were the drummer and bass player in Styx, a band from the south side of the city. And so I knew Chuck, you know, since I was like 14 years old. And he said he had this idea. He knew he was, you know, he suffered greatly these last 7 years of his life, and he knew his time was limited. And he came to me and he asked me about this idea, and I said, sure, I think it's a great idea. And he worked tirelessly till the day he died, trying to make this thing a reality. And so for everyone who's here today, You know, it's a debt of gratitude certainly to Chuck. How did I get involved in all this? Well, obviously, I wrote a song in 1985 that I knew nothing about the parade, but just quickly, in 1967, I was 1A, and I'd passed my physical, and I'd lost my student deferment with the University of Illinois, and every day I'd come home and look at that mailbox, and I would tremble with fear, waiting to see the words, "Greetings, Mr. DeYoung. Pull down your pants and come this way." And never happened. I don't know why. 62nd and Western. I believe that was the draft board that sent the most people from the Midwest to Vietnam, and that's where I was. How that happens, I don't know. Once in a while, the universe has got to tilt in your direction. It tilted at mine. That's why, you know, Come Sail Away and Lady and Babe and Mr. Roboto and all those songs. That's what happened to me. So the very first line of that song, Black Wall, that I wrote, not really for the veterans or for, you know, this parade, was about myself. And the opening line was, "I was lucky, you know, I wasn't there and I didn't have to go and face my fear." And one of the greatest moments in my life as a performer was playing on that stage in Grant Park in front of all those veterans. And they made me play Black Wall 3 times. That doesn't happen very often. Oh, to hell with that other stuff. Play Black Wall. Okay, so I'm thrilled and excited to be, you know, to be playing again for this anniversary and to tribute to Chuck. And I'll just leave you with the last line. Well, the last line, I think it went like this. From the song went, "Sound the bugle, boys, for a 21-gun salute. Call for the ticker tape and assemble all the troops. Not a word about dominoes or the horrors of napalm. Let Johnny come marching home and greet him with a prayer and the psalm for the boys of Vietnam."
Thanks very much, Dennis. It was a great day at the band shell after the parade. There were a lot of great things that happened that day. First of all, I'd like to say something else, and I know this isn't in the script, but Bob Coling and his wife Linda, Bob is already standing over there if you don't know who Bob is. And Linda's over here. Bob has stepped up to take chairman after Chuck had passed, and I think we owe Bob a real big hand. And Linda, his driving force. I would like now to bring up Bob Lammy, and I would like to bring up Deborah Rickett for a presentation.
Thank you. I'm Deb Rickert with Operations Support Our Troops. From my perspective, it feels very natural for us to be here today in a combined effort to kick off the anniversary of the Welcome Home Parade. When Bob Coling first came and talked to me about our organization getting involved, he explained that a large part of the intent was to emphasize the impact that the Vietnam veteran has had on our nation's care and concern for our troops while they serve, as well as the veteran who has returned. It has been my observation and experience that the Vietnam veteran has tirelessly advocated not only for identification and resolution of their own issues, but for those of the next generation of American veterans as well. In fact, the very growth and development of Operation Support Our Troops from a dining room table organization to one of the largest volunteer-based military support efforts in the country has been in a large part due to the effort of the Vietnam veteran. Men like Bob Coling, whose service to our country did not end when their military career ended. Bob has served on the board of Operation Support Our Troops and ran one of our major fundraisers, so you're in good hands. We're happy to be working with this group to support this effort. Our goal as an organization is to provide a link between the citizen and the military person who is serving. We've found that people want to show support for the troops, but often they don't know how. So as part of the kickoff today, we're sending out a bit of a call to action. Starting today and through the month of November, we are partnering with MB Financial Bank for a care package item collection. Every MB location throughout Chicagoland will have a collection box, and we are asking Chicagoans to purchase a few of the wish list items and drop them off at your nearest MB location. At the end of the collection, the items will be packaged and shipped to our troops over the next several months. In the last 7 years, Operation Support Our Troops has shipped over 375 tons of care packages. It's difficult to emphasize the impact this outreach has on our troops, but yesterday after a local speaking engagement, a young man in the audience approached me to tell me that he had received packages from Operation Support Our Troops and how much they had meant to him. I told him that he had made my day telling me that. His response was, "Are you kidding? You made my deployment." It is our hope that every citizen will continue to recognize that the warrior who is sent off to fight America's wars belongs to all of us and should be supported and cared for by all of us. I'm grateful for our Vietnam veterans who have remained so steadfast to the teaching of this lesson, and I look forward to continuing our wonderful partnership and a great event in June. And on that note, I'm really pleased and excited and honored to be the organization who gets to put the down payment on Millennium Park. So we have that with us today. And there you go. So there is the official. Thank you.